Parneet sir. Okay, Anju ma'am, are you there? Dr. Anju?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, अपना please video on कर लीजिए और I think shall we start now, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, very good afternoon to all of you, and I welcome Dr. Anju Gauniya on behalf of whole ISFCP family and from the institution's Innovation Council, ISFCP Moga. I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. Anju Gauniya for accepting our invitation and giving her such an informative talk. I'm really delighted, ma'am, that in such a short duration of time you have accepted our this invitation. So let me get this opportunity to introduce our speaker of the day, Dr. Anju Gauniya. Dr. Gauniya did her B.Pharm from Kumaon University, Nainital, and M.Pharm in Pharmaceutics from UPTU, Lucknow, India. She completed her PhD in Pharmaceutics, UTU, Dehradun, India. Her area of specialization is nanotechnology. Currently, she is working as a DGM, Ameya International Pharmaceuticals, Noida. There, she is handling many national and international projects related to pharmaceutical raw materials, that is APIs and chemicals. Formerly, she was working as assistant professor at Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology, Greater Noida. She guided many B.Pharm and M.Pharm students for their completion of degrees. She has published more than 20 research papers in national and international journals of research work at reputed conferences and seminars. She has been awarded by Golden Global Health and Education Awards for innovation in education and research, and also won third best prize in poster session in recent technologies in drug development on recent trends in drug delivery on 28th to 29th August 2010. She is an international brand ambassador of Pentagon Incorporation, Mumbai, and Global Foundation. She is also associated with Samaj Sevi Sangathan, Uttarakhand. She is the winner of Mrs. India Intercontinental 2019. She is the permanent member of much reputed organization, for example, APTI, IPG, etc. She is associated with many NGOs working for women empowerment. We are really delighted to have you here, ma'am. And you are a complete blend of the brain and the beauty.
No,
So I welcome you, ma'am, and you can please proceed. First of all, I would like to tell this to all the members, all the participants who are present over here, that this activity, it comes under the IIC calendar activities for the academic year 2021-22, and ma'am is there to give a presentation or workshop on innovation as career opportunity. I am very much confident that all our MPharm graduates or students, they will be benefited a lot from your words of wisdom. Now, without wasting much time, over to Dr.
thank you. Hello.
Anju Gauniya.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, and I request all the audience who are present over here to just switch on your videos so that we can have a screenshot that of all the participants. Just for a moment, you can switch on your videos. And all the faculty members, please. Okay, ma'am, please, you can proceed.
Okay. Ma'am, you elaborated, and I think you are much giving the introduction to me, and I'm very much grateful in your college. So, and I am very much delighted to see all these faculty members and student here. So shall we start our presentation?
Yes.
All the dignitaries and all the participants welcome you. And thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, ma'am, Pooja ma'am. So we started. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, my PPT is visible. Hello. Hello, Pooja ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Is visible?
No, ma'am, your PPT is not visible. Ma'am, please share this.
Okay, wait a moment. I think I forget to share. Just a bit, I'm sharing. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Shall we start?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Okay, good evening to all of the faculty members and students over here, and thank you for inviting me, Pooja ma'am, as a speaker. So first, the topic is given to me, that is the entrepreneurship and innovation as a career opportunity. Yeah, of course, the entrepreneurship and the innovation is a better option for the for the future prospects. So let's start it, and we will discuss in this topic we will discuss what is entrepreneurship, and what are the characteristic of entrepreneur, and what are the hurdles, what are the limitations. Everybody see the success of the entrepreneurship. Nobody see the the failure, the what are the steps which are achieving the goal. So in this talk we will go for the entrepreneurship, and what are the limitations, what are the advantage for the entrepreneurship, and how can we choose this entrepreneurship and innovation as a career opportunity. So I'm very much thankful. So I'm starting my PPT. First, we have to understand what is the entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship means that entrepreneurship is that anyone develop any organization and any enterprise, which be any enterprise, so which give the profit to this one, so that is called entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not without any profit, without any goal. It should be a goal, So most of the entrepreneurship is dependent on the goals. So the entrepreneurship is a development organization and the business enterprises along with the uncertainty and the profit. Uncertainty means, in any entrepreneurship, there is no any certainty. If there is a loss, it's your loss. If there is profit, it's your profit. It's very much interested in uncertainty. Next is, what are entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurs are the individual who start that enterprises, who start the new business, who start that new organization. It is called entrepreneur. Entrepreneur basically, it is whole responsibility. It is a whole organization which start the entrepreneurship. Next is why I pursue that the career as an entrepreneurship. So there are some advantages of entrepreneurship. So I will conclude it. First, entrepreneur get to be in charge. Entrepreneur is the whole in charge of their organization. It is no any other department in any there is a degree of department. The whole hold of this entrepreneur having the charge. Next, second is you can work at your own pace. You can work anywhere. You can work. If you do not want to work, you cannot work. If you want to work, you work. So you can work your own pace, your own space, where you want to go. Okay, you can give your dream a real platform. If you're having dream, if you having dream, open the company, so you can do by the entrepreneurship in a real platform. Next is you can design your life your way. You're in a job, there's a foundation that you have to go to 9 and 5. You are bounded. But in entrepreneurship, in any business, you can design your life like, if you want to go outside, if you want to go vacation, you can go. If you are staying home, stay home. Okay, you can work in a vacation also, you can work in a home also. So as an entrepreneur, you can work without fear because you are not answerable to anyone. You are answerable to your one only. So there is less chances of the fears. It means less chances of the fear, and you can work without fear. You can innovate however you like. If you want to innovate anything, if you want to change anything in your product, like I can give the example of the capsule. If you want to change the capsule design, if you want to change the capsule, anything you want to change in your product, so you can change it as you like it. You can achieve personal satisfaction. That is your because entrepreneurship gives the personal satisfaction to the person. You can create something that will life on. Means you can innovation, like that is innovation. Then which is lively, which is in update, which is in trending. So you can create something. You cannot create in the job. So these are the advantages of entrepreneurship. But along with the advantages, there are challenges for the entrepreneur also, because it is nothing that people are seeing. There is an iceberg. People are seeing that upper part of the ice. They are not seeing the lower part of the iceberg. The 90% of the iceberg is inside the sea. So no one can see the inside the sea. So like that, there are some challenges for the entrepreneur. First challenges is there's a problem of the raw material. Though if there's any proper knowledge for the raw material, so it can create the very much problem. First problem. Okay. Next is marketing problem. Marketing problem is how, if you for example, you produce your product. So how can you market it? There's you have to choose the right channel of the marketing. Okay. Infrastructure problem. Okay, many people have a good infrastructure, many have a not, many have a good machines, many have not. So infrastructure is also a very big problem for the entrepreneur. Lack of awareness means your business is related to the tablet capsules and you are searching for the other one. So should be a proper awareness, proper education. There's a lack of education, proper education. And next is a lack of family support. Is many of the people are not, many people and many people's family not supported the entrepreneurship because uncertainty of the entrepreneurship. Because there is no, if the profit is profit, then if the loss is a loss. So family means Indian family very less supported for the entrepreneurship. Lack of business information. If there is a lack of business information means how to create, how to channelize your business. Low risk of bearing ability. Many people, many entrepreneurs having, because if you are starting a business, it means you have to be set a mind there is a risk. You have to bear the risk. If you cannot bear the risk, you cannot become an entrepreneur. Okay, the low risk bearing ability. The person who having the low risk ability, we cannot become an entrepreneur. Limited mobility. If you because any entrepreneur, if you want to make your business successful, if you want to make an entrepreneur success, so you have to be mobile. You have to be mobile here to there. You have to be do that. Then the next challenges is competition. Obviously, there is a more competition. You have to compete your competitors. So these are the challenges for the entrepreneur. How there is a limitation for the entrepreneur for the running the entrepreneurship. Next, we will move the characteristics of entrepreneur. Entrepreneur having these such of ability, these such of characteristics. These characteristics means if you are not accepting the challenge, if you are not hard work, you have to do the hard work. Without hard work, you cannot achieve the goal. Patience, you have to be patient. You have to be wait because the things take the time. Things take a time. As एक दिन में नहीं हो जाता. Things take a time. It's take a years and years, 10 years, decades. It take a time. And motivator, you should be a good motivator. It should be self-motivated also. Nobody, everybody are in your around you, do motivated you. You do not go for this, do not go for this. So self-motivation, I think, very much important for become a successful entrepreneur. Next is, there are many of the educators. Education is very important. If you are not educated, you cannot run your business. I will explain furthermore that what is the uneducated and what is the difference between the educated business entrepreneur. Innovation is very much, because if you are innovating your business, you're lacking somewhere. You have to be you have to be walk with the market. If the market is innovating something, if the market having something innovation, because customer need an innovation. They are fed up with the last few things. So they need a new things. So you have to give the new things to your customers. You think you have to be giving innovation to your customers. And this third last is open-minded. Yeah, very good. This point is open-minded means you have to be accept your customer also. If there is customers are like that, you find in your business many negative peoples, many positive peoples. So you have to be acceptable. You should accept all these people. So you have to be first open your mind. Okay, accept everyone, accept everything. Flexible. You should be not rigid. Means I have to do only this. I can do only this. No, flexible. You make your nature flexible. Don't be rigid. So know your products. Last, obviously, you should be. You should be only one head of your product. Only god of your product. So it is your product. So you should know about all the features of your products. So these are the characteristics of successful entrepreneur. Next, we will move to the 4 types of entrepreneurship. What are the entrepreneurship types? Okay. If you will if you are running the grocery shop, it is also business. It is also entrepreneurship. So what are the difference between, startup business, small scale business? So there are mainly four types of entrepreneurship business. Number one is small business entrepreneurship. This small business entrepreneurship is for, for the small scale, and basically this is the family business, and this is only for the this is a localized business basically, like here there's a grocery store, traveling agent, consultant, carpenters, plumber, these are the, they leading their family business, and they earning, and they do their business for earning their livelihood. So these are small entrepreneurship. Next is scale up startup entrepreneurship. Still a startup entrepreneurship means, as like you and me, that people having no business background, they have nothing, they have nothing much more money to start big company and big organization. No. So this is the startup entrepreneurship. They start the business their own terms, their own small money. That is the startup entrepreneurship. Third is a large company entrepreneurship. Large company entrepreneurship means there's a huge companies which are already established their foot on the market. The company we have large infrastructure, the company which have the large customer, which have the large audience. So they have already, they have already backup in the competition. They have backup in the market. So they need not do any help. So that is called large company entrepreneurship. Fourth one is the social entrepreneurship. So social entrepreneurship is focused only the product and service for the society, for the well-being, for goal to achieve any social work. That is called social entrepreneurship. And this social entrepreneurship have no any goal to to earn the profit. So these are the four type of entrepreneurship. You can start in this any field. Next is importance of entrepreneurship. Why the entrepreneurship is important? So first, obviously the creation of employee. If the entrepreneurship is increases, if the enterprises is increases, there is a chance to getting the employment to the people. So there is a chance to getting the more skilled workers. So that is increasing the employment is the first importance of the entrepreneurship. Second is entrepreneur are the house of the innovation. It can put any innovation in their product, in their services, which is what want. So that is for increasing their standard of the product. So that is the innovation of the entrepreneurship. Next is impact on society and community development. Obviously, if entrepreneurship will increases, there's an increase in employment base. If the employment base will increases, the society get more money. So society get good education, better sanitization, better higher level of the living. So society gives the first is entrepreneurship gives the employment base. So the base will good, then the other thing will automatically be good. Next importance of this entrepreneurship is increasing the standard of living. Obviously, entrepreneurship increases the standard of living by giving the person more income. If the person getting the more income means it can purchase the high living for their family, for themselves. Next is support or research and development. Obviously, the entrepreneurship support research. Obviously, if the product will go for the new product, so we need a research and development. So we need a fund. So entrepreneur can dispense the finance for the research and development with research institute and the universities to promote the research. So these were the importance of the entrepreneurship. Next, the government the government is also promoting the initiatives for the startup. For Modi government basically is starting the many of the initiative for the startup. So first startup is just I included only a few ones. You can go and you can search for this in a Google also. Startup India Seed Fund. This startup, this initiation is on 16 January 2021. That is, Honorable Prime Minister Modi announced the launch of Startup India Seed Fund. That is startup support idea for aspiring entrepreneurs. Second is Startup India Initiative. It is also launched by the Prime Minister of India in 2016. And the goal for this initiative is to increase the wealth employability by giving wings to the entrepreneurial spirits. Next initiatives is by the government is Aspire. Aspire is a scheme for promoting innovation and rural entrepreneurship to promote rural livelihood incubator, technology, business incubator, and funds. Next, the initiative by the government is a Mudra. Mudra is micro unit development refinance agency. It's a bank and which give the money to credit the boost the growth of the small business in the rural, basically the business in the rural areas. Next is Ministry of Fiscal Development and Entrepreneurship. Firstly, the task of the promoting entrepreneurship was earlier given to the different department in the government agency. But in the 2014, the Prime Minister decided to dedicate the entire ministry to build the this sector in our skill development and entrepreneurship. Next is Atal Innovation Mission. This Atal Innovation Mission in 2015, and it is named by the Atal Bihari, Honorable Prime Minister of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and is the former Prime Minister of India. And the innovation basically promotes the entrepreneurship and basically involving the academician and draw up the national and international experiences to foster a culture of innovation and research in the development. Next, I will go for the famous entrepreneur at the pharmacy and allied. First, everybody know him, that is, he is Mr. Dilip Sangvi, and Dilip Sangvi is the first generation entrepreneur and the founder of India's Sun pharmaceutical industry. Everybody know him, I think. And second is Dr. Kiran Mazumdar. Kiran Mazumdar sir started her own company in 1978. Everybody know her also, that is Biocon. And everybody also know him, that is Dr. Reddy, and is the founder of the Dr. Reddy Kalam Ajji Reddy. So he was he's died. Established Dr. Reddy Laboratories in 1984. So at last, for starting any entrepreneurship, you should be motivated, you should inspired, you need a coach, mentor, teamwork basically. If you are starting, because alone you cannot do anything, So you need a team, you need a good team, you need support. So that's why you can become a good entrepreneur. So thank you for listening me. Thank you for your patience. Pooja ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anju, for such a valuable talk. एक चीज मैं आपसे जरूर कहना चाहूंगी, इनफैक्ट ये रिक्वेस्ट है मेरी कि आप अपने कुछ पर्सनल प्रोफेशनल एक्सपीरियंसेस बताइए विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, क्योंकि ये चीज आपने पहले भी डिस्कस करी हुई है और अभी हमारे स्टूडेंट्स भी जरूर इस चीज का फायदा उठाना चाहेंगे कि क्या क्या प्रोज है, क्या क्या कॉन्स है, और एक ये तो मैं भी आप भी एग्री करोगे, सभी करेंगे कि एक हिम्मत जुटाने भर की जरूरत होती है ना, लेकिन फिर भी कई चीजें ऐसी
innovation, something motivation is very necessary. Because there are many people here to demotivate you. You do not go for, and entrepreneurship, any business, risk is आएगा ही आएगा. इसको समझो, it is part of the entrepreneurship. Without risk, business cannot progress. तो risk तो लेना ही लेना है. तो मेरा my personal view is risk bearing. First, if you not take the risk, you cannot survive in this. You cannot survive in this. So first you have to take the ability, you increase the capability of risk taking. And the second is motivation. because many people are around you to demotivate you. They are sitting only for demotivating you. You know, don't do like that. You do not look for this. Do not go for this. So first, motivation, self motivation. Need not, don't be begging. Do not be begging for the motivation. Give me the motivation. Give me the motivation. No, not like that. You are, self enough. You are self enough to motivate yourself. एंड सेकंड, रिस्क भी। रिस्क तो लेना पड़ेगा, कभी कभी इतना रिस्क लेना पड़ता है कि सब कुछ गंवाने के बाद भी ऐसा हुआ है, ठीक है। दैट इज माय पर्सनल टू थिंक, सेल्फ मोटिवेशन और रिस्क भी।
लेकिन जो एग्जांपल्स आपने हमारे साथ शेयर करी हैं वो अपने आप में ये बता रही है कि जिन जिन लोगों के आपने नाम बताए हैं, डॉक्टर दिलीप सांघवी, डॉक्टर किरण मुजुमदार, सी दिस इज नॉट अ केक वॉक कि कोई भी एकदम से हम बिजनेस शुरू कर सकते हैं। टाइम, एक करेज की जरूरत तो है ही है।
हाँ, थर्ड में मैम टाइम टेकिंग, सब कुछ एक दिन में नहीं होता। नथिंग इज हैपन इन वन डे ओनली, इट्स टेक अ टाइम, एवरीथिंग टेक अ टाइम,
रियली। And ma'am, please tell something about your company.
Yeah, my company is Ameya International. It deals with, that is pharmaceutical API. The first API is active pharmaceutical ingredient, which we provided the API to the different pharmaceutical companies and a medical device also.
Okay. Students, if anybody from you want to ask any question to ma'am, any question.
If I am not able to answer, then I will give after some time. So I am not a perfect one. Nobody is a perfect one.
मैम एक्चुअली क्या चीज है कि एक ही फील्ड के जब हम लोग हैं ना, तो हम लोगों में बहुत ज्यादा, मैं तो स्टूडेंट्स को अक्सर ये कहती हूँ कि हम लोग प्रोफेशनल कलीग्स हैं। आज आप सेकंड ईयर में, अगले साल पे आप लोग हमारे कलीग्स होंगे।
Exactly, हमारे बराबर के हो जाएंगे सब।
एग्जैक्टली। तो अभी क्या है कि कईयों के मन में ये डाउट्स उठते हैं कि हमें कौन सा प्रोफेशन चुने, क्या करें। क्योंकि अब आप ये देखिए कि जैसे हम लोग ये हमारा जो कॉलेज है दैट इज अप्रूव्ड बाय गवर्नमेंट फॉर बाय मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन फॉर इंस्टीट्यूशंस इनोवेशन काउंसिल, हमारी अपनी है IIC। तो मेन चीज मैम यही है कि वी हैव टू कम फॉरवर्ड। शुरुआत होनी ही है, बस उस शुरुआत के लिए ही एक बंदे को करेज चाहिए होता है कि हाँ ठीक है ये करना है। और बच्चों के मन में कई बार, स्टूडेंट्स के मन में कई बार डाउट्स भी उठते हैं कि क्या करना चाहिए, कैसे करें, कंपनी ज्वाइन करें, ये कंपनी करें, वो कंपनी करें। तो इस तरीके के नेचुरल सी बात है मैम कि अगर हम एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की बात भी करते हैं तो उसकी जो यात्रा है वो स्टार्ट होती है पहले एम्प्लॉय होके, उसके बाद ही हमें एम्प्लॉयर भी बन सकते हैं।
Maybe I will also suggest this student also, first to go for the employment. Don't go directly for the entrepreneurship. You get some experience, then you will go for the business.
Very true. Students, हमारे साथ अभी सारे मैम हमारे कॉलेज में all the 9 branches are there, like pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical chemistry, farm analysis, pharmacology, इंडस्ट्रियल फार्मेसी हमारा इस बार शुरू हो रहा है, रेगुलेटरी अफेयर्स, फार्माकोग्नोसी। सो बहुत बड़ा ये वाला हमारा प्लेटफॉर्म है कि यहीं से ही मैम शुरुआत होगी। जैसे बूंद बूंद से समुद्र भरता है, इसी से ही शुरुआत होके कल के हमारे ये जो आज के इनोवेटर्स हैं, हमारे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, इन्होंने एंटरप्रेन्योर्स बनना है। जी
एग्जैक्टली, इनोवेशन की बहुत डिमांड है मैम। इफ द नो इनोवेशन, पुराना तो सब कुछ वही है, टैबलेट कन्वेंशन, टैबलेट में कुछ नया,
सही बात है,
कुछ नया, वरना तो टैबलेट पुरानी सब कुछ चल रही है।
वही
you have to think.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। So students,
any questions?
Students और faculty members, if you have any doubt, कुछ भी पूछना चाहो आप मैम से बात कर सकते हो, except for the APIs.
Except for the
yeah.
Okay, I think they have no any doubt.
Hello.
Very much clear about their goals.
Yes, Shahid.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
बेटा अपनी वीडियो ऑन करो सबसे पहले तो।
Yes, I'm happy to see your face.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Welcome.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am,
Good evening.
my name is Shahid.
Yes,
मैम मैं ये जानना चाह रहा था कि जैसे मैं अगर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में जाऊं तो कितना ज़्यादा या कितना टाइम मुझे मतलब ये करना चाहिए, इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए इंडस्ट्री में?
इंडस्ट्री बेटा तो देखो कि आप डिपेंड करता है आप कौन सी इंडस्ट्री में, ठीक है। There's a many much of industry, फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्री में आप जाना चाहते हैं।
यस मैम, यस मैम।
तो फार्मेसी में भी बहुत सारे ऑप्शन हैं। देखो आप या तो अपना बिजनेस खोल सकते हो, अपनी इंडस्ट्री। देखो अपनी इंडस्ट्री के लिए तो आप अपना ऑर्गेनाइजेशन खोल लेंगे तो आपको बहुत बैकअप चाहिए। इफ यू डोंट हैव क्योंकि ये देखो फार्मा इंडस्ट्री में मशीन्स बहुत महंगी है।
यस मैम,
ठीक है, यू हैव टू बी एस्टैब्लिश मशीन तो मशीन है, उसके बाद गवर्नमेंट रेगुलेशन इतनी ज्यादा है ना, आप उसी से परेशान हो। तो फर्स्ट मेरे ख्याल से आप उस छोटी चीज से स्टार्ट करो, डोंट गो फॉर द लार्ज वन। ओके, फर्स्ट स्टार्ट विद द वन, डोंट स्टार्ट विद द 10।
मैम मैंने ये भी सुना है कि जैसे कि कुछ स्टूडेंट या कुछ मतलब एम्प्लॉयज ऐसा कर रहे हैं कि अपना ऑर्डर देकर कहीं और से बनवा रहे हैं।
दैट इज वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मार्केटिंग।
यस मैम, तो उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ता है हमें, मतलब किस तरह से उसमें जा सकते हैं?
हाँ, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, यू कैन गो इन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग मींस many companies। आपने एकम का नाम सुना है? एकम,
यस मैम,
वो सबसे बड़ी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की कंपनी है। ये इंडिया मोस्ट, वो सिर्फ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में ही काम करती है। गो देयर एंड ऑर्डर दीजिए उनको कि इतना मुझे प्रोडक्ट बनाना, और उसको अपने कंपनी का लोगो करके मार्केट करिए। ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की जरूरत नहीं है आपको, कोई बहुत बड़ी कंपनी की जरूरत नहीं है। यू गो देयर, हरिद्वार में है इसका बहुत बड़ा, तो वहाँ जाइए कंपनी में, वहाँ ये कंपनी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करती है। और बहुत सारी, ये तो एक एग्जांपल दिया है, आप पॉन्टा साइड चले जाइए, इधर चले जाइए, बहुत सारी कंपनीज ऐसी हैं जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करती है। आप वहाँ पे इतने नंबर ऑफ टैबलेट बनाइए, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल स्टार्टिंग के लिए 1000 नंबर ऑफ टैबलेट बनाइए, उसकी पैकेजिंग करिए और लेबलिंग क्या है अपने कंपनी का लगवाइए, मार्केटिंग। तभी आपने देखा, हैव यू सीन मैन्युफैक्चर्ड बाय दिस कंपनी, मार्केट बाय दिस कंपनी?
यस मैम, मेनी टाइम्स।
ये स्टार्ट करिए, फिर जब आपके पास पैसा हो जाएगा तब आप अपनी कंपनी मैन्युफैक्चर करिएगा। फर्स्ट स्टार्ट विद द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग। ओके, यस मैम,
थैंक यू मैम।
बहुत अच्छी चीज बताई है मैम आपने, क्योंकि इसी से हमें तजुर्बा जुड़ेगा, हमें ये पता चलेगा कौन सी प्रोडक्ट्स चल रही हैं, कौन सी नहीं चल रही हैं, हमें कौन सी प्रॉब्लम्स है जो फेस करनी पड़ती है।
मैम अभी देखिए आपके पास वी हैव नॉट अ फंड, इतना फंड नहीं है आपकी बहुत बड़ी कंपनी उसका एक लैंड ले सको, या कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इज अ वेरी गुड, यू नो, एक किसी भी स्टार्टअप के लिए, किसी भी छोटे उसके लिए आप, ये बहुत अच्छा होता है कि आप अपने मार्केटिंग फर्म स्टार्ट कर लीजिए और आप मार्केटेड बाय, मैन्युफैक्चर्ड बाय, आप करिए, मार्केट करिए अपनी कंपनी। दैट इज अ वेरी गुड ऑप्शन फॉर दिस।
यस, वेरी गुड आयास, बहुत अच्छे क्वेश्चंस थे तुम्हारे, डाउट्स तुमने क्लियर किए। और एनी अदर पर्सन, एनी अदर स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम एनी अदर ब्रांच? क्वेश्चन राइट फ्रॉम आवर बी फार्म दिमाग में चलता है, हम लोग जरूर सोचते हैं हमने ये करना है, ये करना है, लेकिन ये क्वेश्चंस कहीं ना कहीं अनआंसर्ड रह जाते हैं मैम।
First, I will suggest, and my suggestion to all of the students, first go for the employment. Okay, first go for the job. Don't कि अभी हमने पीजी कर लिया, हमने बहुत कुछ कर लिया, बहुत एक्सपीरियंस अभी नहीं, आप पहले जॉब करिए, जॉब्स के कुछ अप एंड डाउन्स देखिए, देन यू विल गो फॉर, फिर आपको खुद ही समझ में आ जाएगा, देन यू विल फाइंड योर पाथ योरसेल्फ, आप खुद ही अपना बना लोगे रास्ता। I think nobody have doubt. You're free to talk to me. Okay. Anything, any doubt, any.
Okay. आई एम रियली थैंकफुल टू डॉक्टर अंजू, आपने अपने इतने कीमती टाइम में से हमारे लिए टाइम निकाला मैम, वी आर रियली डिलाइटेड। यू वेरी वेल कवर्ड अबाउट सो मेनी एस्पेक्ट्स रिगार्डिंग एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, एंड यू गेव वेरी गुड एग्जांपल्स रिगार्डिंग लाइक कई चीजें ऐसी जो हम लोगों को पता अबाउट फायर, मुद्रा, government of India.
Yeah, government is supporting the startup.
Took many examples of our entrepreneurs of India, which are who are actually better wants to be like that, like those people. खास तौर पे जो हम लोग budding pharmacists हैं, हमारा तो learning phase मैम हमारे टिल द टाइम ऑफ आवर डेथ रहेगा कि हम लोग सीखते ही रहेंगे. लेकिन मैम ये बात तो है कि हाउ यू टुक द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ डॉक्टर सांघवी from Sun Pharma, and Sun Pharma is a big brand of India right now.
Exactly.
और you very well took the example of Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shaw. कौन नहीं जानता उनको, from Biocon, and Dr. Reddy. Dr. Reddy और इनकी अगर इच्छा शक्ति हो,
Exactly. Willpower.
anything can be achieved. Anything. Yeah. So once again, I, on behalf of entire ISFCP family and our IIC, that is Institution Innovation Council, ISF College of Pharmacy, Moga, I am really thankful to Dr. Anju Gauniya, and in future चाहिए तो हम आपको बार-बार contact करते रहेंगे, and we really seek your guidance and advice. Thank you so much once again. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Should I leave, ma'am? Should I leave, ma'am?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Anji, you can leave.